Good evening, Peace Nation. Welcome back to the channel. It is your girl, Karen Denise, coming at you with another video. Okay, hit the like button. Wipe your feet as you come in the door. Anybody new, please hit the thumbs up. That's your way of saying hello to all of us in this space. If you have not subscribed, please do so. We are growing and everything is coming along fine. Some changes are about to be made. But I'm not going to promise you when those changes will happen, so you will just see when they happen. Well, let's talk about the sneak peek that IAG Farms did tonight. I don't know if I told any of you, but at some point I had been in management. And one of the first things they teach you in management when you have to do evaluations on people under you is that the first thing you do is you give a compliment. You compliment the person on the way you appreciate their work before you give them any criticism. So let's give out our compliment first. Hey Tim, hey Megan, you finally showed us you're giving something away. Now, with that being said, I'm wondering if you're doing it because we're getting on you about it so hard. Especially, hey Real G Media, Real G goes hard on you about this. So I think that you finally got tired of hearing it. Even though you told us before that the reason when you give, you don't show it is because you don't think you should put people out there like that. Which one is it, Tim? Or is it because you have so little content now that you felt you needed to do so? Well, I did notice something in this video when you was talking to this gentleman. You did not, you haven't given to them before. And the reason I know that, several reasons. You get to the place and you make the dumbest statement that you didn't know vending machines were still around, that you thought only the ones with the glass doors. Excuse me, almost every grocery store you go to, especially in the South, like places like Piggly Wiggly and stuff, they have these vending machines outside, Tim. Like, you don't go to the store? Like, you don't go nowhere when you see a vending machine? Oh, these things, I ain't seen one of these in 10 years. Stop lying. Unfortunately for your viewers, you can't talk without lying. But you keep proving yourself a liar. Then you go into the pastor's establishment, this food pantry, and the way he was explaining to you where things usually are in that pantry and the way you responded tells us you've never been there. You've never been there before. You've never given to these people. Now, the wife of the pastor, he says she watches him all the time. Well, did you know Tim was coming to bring rancid meat to your pantry? And the reason I'm calling it rancid allegedly is let's understand this. When you take meat to be processed, a hog, a cow, whatever, as long as they don't see an outward sign of sores or anything like that on the animal, they just process it because guess what? They figure it's for you and your family. They don't care. They don't test these animals. His wife watches this channel and she sees how nasty of a condition you keep those pigs in, and she's all right with you giving this to the pantry. I mean, come on, Tim. The pigs are wallowing in their own feces, and she don't have a problem with this. Okay, that says a lot about them as well, but I'm going to leave them alone because maybe the husband doesn't know. Maybe she's never said, maybe he's never watched that part of your channel. And maybe she's never said, well, or, oh, she might not even know that you're coming there. She might not know till after the fact. But if you notice in the freezer, he had bags of like chicken nuggets and stuff. That's what you can tell in those bags. That's what they put those chicken fillets and stuff in. That has USDA seal on. Yeah, but your wife gonna stand there, oh, Miss Megan, and her lying behind. You can't get no better meat than this. This the best meat ever. Megan, shut up. You wanna know why your hair is falling out? From lying and eating the way you're eating, following Tim up. But then we know you don't really eat the way that you want us to believe you eat because yeah, we've seen all the chicken and stuff packaged from the store in your freezers. Yeah. So anyway, we've done that. Let's get to the end of this sneak peek. We're not going to talk about the fact that, yeah, the building's not done and we've seen it done, so what's the point? Yeah, that's not a problem. My issue is the roofing. You've come up with a way to get around paying these people, which we already knew you was going to do. You are going back to exactly what you do. You're proving it here. You've gotten the instruction, and now you want to make it seem like these people don't know what they're doing. You're throwing them under the bus the same way you threw the pastor under the bus about the soda machine by saying, oh, when the pastor said, oh, if you put a quarter in there, that's just a donation, but you want to make it seem like you dry said he's scamming the people. That's what you did, Tim. You made it seem like, oh yeah, he's just using a machine you put some money in and you don't get nothing out of. That's not what's going on. The same way these roofers have not gotten your roof done because you didn't tell them what day to start. You told them, oh, we'll be going to Disney in about 2 weeks and we just want the roof done by then. And what you didn't like was that they told you that the right way to do this is to put your siding on first. So now you're saying that the man said, well, if you don't put it on first and you put the siding on last, then they just have to come back and do the flashing the proper way. And what did you say? Oh, I can do that. Megan, get ready. When this leaks and you have all the problems you're going to have from Tim doing something he doesn't know how to do, get your house, girl. Don't settle for nothing less than Tim actually putting you a house out there. You've gone along with this scam. You've gone along with the fraud of it, allegedly. So go ahead and get what you want out of it. Let them go ahead and finish tearing it up. The boys need more room anyway. So yeah, we can see that. We can see that this is your way of being able to excuse in advance why you're going to do this roof. And I'm wondering because this video, this sneak peek was filmed today. I really believe that in my heart. That's why you said it's Sunday. But you didn't give the date, but I believe because your videos are old from what you've done on the house before. So you come out the day before you're going to put it out and you do the sneak peek. So I'm wondering if you haven't already done the roof, Tim. Because this is weeks after you've done what you're doing that you're going to show you're doing to the house. So I'm wondering if this is your way of setting up, well, yeah, let me tell them this and then show them the sneak peek that we haven't gotten that far yet, but this is my reason for doing it. Hey, contractors in Mississippi, here is a message to you. Do not go to that farm for anything. Tim is only using you to gain a little bit of knowledge, which he's not going to listen to all the way. He's still going to do what he wants to do his way. He just wants you to give him a little pointers. And then he's going to still do it his way. And if I was the roofers, I wouldn't touch that house anyway. Tim did not put insulation in right. Tim may have faulty wiring on here. Let Tim finish his project himself. So when this goes bad, he will not be able to say, oh, it's because they did this and they did that. Let him do it. And while Megan is sitting there saying, it's amazing, and this house starts leaking and there being problems, let's see how amazing it is then. I just feel sorry for the boys. I just hope that when that roof fails, if Tim does it, or there's leaks in the windows because Tim has done them, that it doesn't happen in the boys' room. Let it happen on their end. Yeah, let that fall apart. But either way, Megan, make sure you get your house. And as you can tell, I don't do a lot of videos on them anymore because I'm gonna be honest. The reason I started reacting to IAG Farms is because I was a strong supporter of theirs. And I wanted to see Tim change. I wanted there to see a difference. And I know that we as a community are supposed to hold each other accountable. We really are. And sometimes God will use people to hold you accountable. But Tim doesn't see it that way. And I can see clearly that Tim has no intentions of changing. So now at this point, it's a matter of just watching to make sure the boys are okay, to see just how far Megan is willing to go at the expense of her children. But the lost and turned out will come in here and say we're jealous. Let me see if I'm jealous. I'm jealous of a woman who has a man who looks like he doesn't wash. That allegedly I feel in my heart he likes men more than he likes women. No project is ever finished. And he's always throwing her under the bus. He won't allow her to get her hair done. He won't even allow her. You know what, Megan? You can watch YouTube and learn how to do and take care of your hair yourself. Oh, but you're not allowed to do that. Because you've got to take care of the children. You got to clean the house. You got to clean the barn. You got to help Tim. You got to cook for Tim. You got to, oh, God, put Tim up like he's all that. You don't have time. And some people think that Megan may be pregnant. I don't think she's pregnant. And I pray to God she's not pregnant. And I'm going to tell you this. And I don't care if y'all get mad at me because this is my opinion, just like you have yours. I feel like if Megan was to get pregnant again, we'd never know. Tim doesn't want any more children. Because guess what? He doesn't want to push it that he may end up with a girl. Because remember, he didn't want her to be pregnant with Benjamin, and she ended up pregnant. He thought the 3 boys was enough. See, some people don't remember that. Some people don't. Go back to the old videos. Tim didn't want any more her to have more children. Tim made a comment and Megan made a comment that later in the future they want to adopt or, raise foster children. Mississippi, don't let them do it. Or you're going to have the same problem in Mississippi they had down in Florida with those people treating them children as slaves and not taking care of them properly. Please don't do it. But anyway, yeah. So I don't think she's pregnant. I think she's just stressed. I think that God is convicting her, but she doesn't know how to just say, Tim, I can't do this anymore. See, Miss Lily's family, I believe, stepped in and said enough is enough. And they made her stop because they gave her a choice. And I'm not saying they made her choose them over their son. They gave her a choice about them listening to all the foolishness, them watching the foolishness, her complaining to them. Enough is enough. Like, if Tim is not doing what he's supposed to do for you, enough is enough. If we've got to help you with this, enough is enough. You're my mother. You're not just his mother, and I'm not going to watch him abuse my mother. Because that's what it was. It was mental and emotional abuse. And they got tired. I believe that solely in my heart. But Megan is not tired. Megan, girl, no man is worth this. No man. And God does not require that we follow a man to hell. Matter of fact, he prefers we don't. So just wake up. Just please wake up. Lost and turned out, please wake up. And the reason I'm saying I want y'all to wake up is because y'all need to say something. Don't just see it and overlook it. Don't think it's irrelevant. Don't keep the blinders on. Look at this for what it is and speak up for those children. Please. And like I said, contractors, don't go out there anymore. Tim means none of y'all know good. Tim is just going to use you for your mental capacity, and Tim, your knowledge, and then he's going to just do what he wants to do anyway. Because really, the only reason he brings you out there is for content. That's it. He's not going to let you do the work. Because what did he say? Oh wow, they want to charge me $9,000, and I figured out if I pay like 2,500, 3,000, oh, it's backbreaking work, but I could really save a lot of money. So you rather put your family in danger instead of getting the job done right. You know, enough is enough. Let go, Megan, and let God. I love all of you, Peace Nation. If you didn't hit the subscribe button, please hit it on the way out. If you're new to the channel, hit that thumbs up, everybody. And you know what I say, don't let anybody take you out of your peaceful place. Stay blessed.